Hello, SLM Sunday School. It's Mother Johanna again. It has been quite a little while. I hope you're doing well. I went away a little bit. I had a really good rest, so I hope you did too. Today I'm going to tell you a story. It's a very famous story because it actually appears in all the Gospel. What are they? Matthew, Mark, Luke, John. So this is the version I'm going to tell you comes from the Gospel of Matthew. So Jesus has been teaching people a lot of things about the love people and then how they should live. So they were actually in a very deserted place, which means it's a very far away place where there are actually no shops, no villages, just wide open space. So it's getting dark, and then the disciples were thinking, Jesus, it's getting very late. Why don't we just send everyone home? Or go to the village so they can buy their own dinner, because there are a lot of them. There are actually 5,000, just counting men, not counting women or children. There's so many of them. Well, just send them home. And Jesus said, no, you are going to find something for them to eat. He said, So he said, well, what do you have? So the disciples actually found 5 loaves of bread and 2 fish. Oh no, just pretending they're actual life. So we have 2 fish and then 5 loaves. But then you say, Jesus, I don't think we can actually feed ourselves, let alone 5,000 people and plus their wives and children. So Jesus said, well, no, bring them to me. Okay. A miracle is going to happen, so the tree fell. So Jesus actually took bread. Well, the bread is not supposed to be that big, but anyway. So Jesus took a piece of bread. He looked up to heaven, said a prayer. He blessed the bread, and then he break them, and then he shared them. But he said, well, why don't you go and actually distribute the bread to the people? So when they go take the bread that Jesus blessed and then spread them around, guess what? Everyone has enough to eat, and there were 12 baskets left over. It was a miracle. And then you were thinking, people just hide food. So when Jesus said, well, why don't we go around and get some food to other people to eat? They just kind of like, well, maybe I should bring it out so people can eat. We're not concerned about that. And I'm going to show you something. We're all thinking that, well, when we share something, then we'll have less. How many corners do you see on this piece of paper? 1, 2, 3, 4, right? Okay, so let's see. I'm going to give you one little thing because you want one from, well, a little piece from my paper. How many corners do we have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's do it again. How about you get a piece? Now we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So you see, the fact that we share with other people doesn't mean we have less, particularly when we share the love of Jesus. So Jesus is telling us to share with other people, but the trick is always bring it to Jesus first, because Jesus is going to help you make it happen. He said, well, I don't know where I'm going to find it. No. Jesus said, bring it to me. I'm going to bless it, and so you can do your job. So Jesus asks us to share time. Well, spend some time with your friends, with your family, talents. If you're good at something, for example, if you're really good at computer, go and help your grandparents. And treasure. Treasure means maybe you have some pocket money, and sometimes it's good to make a donation to a charity so that you can help them do their work. But then most important of all, share your love of Jesus with every single person you come across. Because there are a lot of people, like the disciples, when they look at 5,000 plus people, and then you have only this many to share among all of them, they feel hopeless, and they don't know what to do, and then they want to give up. But you can tell them this story and say, well, bring it to Jesus first, because Jesus will help you make things happen. So this is the story of Jesus feeding the 5,000. So remember, when you come across some difficulties, when you think that things are not going to happen, you need a miracle, first of all, pray, because God will help you to make it happen so that you can actually spread his love to other people. So until then, take care, and I'll see you next week. Thank you. Bye-bye. Pray on.